with this bowl. Process. I'm just gonna do the lemon chicken. And I'll get it. All right. Or was it ready?
No, they were making it.
So your batch, whichever one we like, we should add on an extra like 0.25%, but we're gonna lower that one.
Love Chinese food. I've been eating date spreads all day. All I want is something hot. But it's a successful day. Basically what's going on is that so much food science goes into running a food company, obviously. But it's like never ending. Even when you have products, you're always refining them, fine-tuning them, developing new products, revisiting old product. I'm out here working on new flavors and product extensions. Get excited. I'm not gonna tell you what they are exactly, but we're testing out a lot of stuff because, I mean, you just never know until you're actually like doing it. You can't just make something in your kitchen and sell it at like a Whole Foods. That's very illegal and it's, yeah, illegal. In 2017, when I first had the idea of the date spreads and I needed to figure out how to make them like shelf stable and sellable so that I could put them in a store, I literally Googled freelance food scientists. And I found this chick who I am now working with in 2021, 4 years later. Basically, she's helping me like make such minute gram decimal changes to all of them until we're like, boom, that's the taste. And from there, I take them and I have to do a bunch of filing, a bunch of certifying, and I could take them to my manufacturer and I say, hey, here we are. Here are my suppliers for date spreads, said flavors, etc. Let's order it all. Let's make a batch. I pay him for said batch. I give him my paid for labels and basically pay him for his labor and his employees' labor. That is called co-packing or co-manufacturing or there's another name for it. Contract manufacturing. There's a lot of names for it. You can Google that too. I did. I didn't know what a contract manufacturer was until I heard someone say the word co-packer when I was having a food conversation with them and I was like, what the hell are they talking about? So I went home and Googled it and now I work with a co-packer. I've been planning this for a couple months now, so I'm super excited to be out here and really excited to get more stuff made. We were basically working on 3 different flavor profile ideas and I don't anticipate all of them working out, which is why we're working on multiple ones. Because I only want to sell what actually tastes good, you know? But I've been working on them in my like kitchen at home and bringing all of it here to just fine tune essentially. And then we take it all and we actually make it on a big batch, which is super risky because everything tastes different in different size quantity. When you make something small batch, it could be nice and, you know, thick or whatever. But when you multiply the size and weight of it all, it just changes all the dynamics of it. And that's why it's so important to like do this R&D to the best of our ability and fine tune it the best we can on a small scale so that it has a better chance of working out the first time on a big scale. Otherwise, I mean, it's not fun to waste thousands of jars of date spreads and labels. I wish I brought some date spread back to dip this in. If you put the original date spread on vegetables, it's so good. All right, I'm gonna eat this food, answer all your emails, do some more work, call it a night, and we're back to work tomorrow. All right, we're off to do some fun things.
So you see, like, oh, that's good. I didn't see it smells good. Well, it's good, except that it's only trying to sneak in this one.
Okay. Long day. First things first, last night that Chinese food messed me up. So there's no Chinese food here today. We made some really freaking delicious date spreads today. Please make sure you follow eatwantadate.com. Wow. Please make sure you follow eatwantadate on Instagram because I'm gonna be figuring out this launch with you guys, what flavors you want the most, and give it to you. Yeah. Tomorrow is the last day. I probably won't film just because it's only a half day and then I have to catch a flight out of here. Fly overnight back to the East Coast and I will wake up the following morning even though I won't have slept in a bed. But yeah, this is so great. It's so full circle. Like I said yesterday, I was here in 2017 doing this. No idea what I was walking into when I hired a freelance food scientist and it turned out to be the greatest decision of my life. And it's actually funny because we talk a lot, obviously, while we're working together all day. And she's explaining to me how she's worked with so many companies that just never really took off. So she's so proud to see me back here. She's like, you're still in business. But I'm like, yes, I am still in business. And I will not be going out of business. I really only filmed this to show you guys some fun behind the scenes and my thought process behind things I do and kind of how it works without revealing too much. But at the end of the day, I get asked a lot how to start a food business or advice for people who love the food industry and want to start a business, and honestly there's no advice. It's as obscure as it is, you just kind of go with it, and believe me, I still feel like it's weird. Even coming here to develop more flavors and work on new things, I still don't know if what I'm doing is the right way, because there's not a handbook to do anything in life. If you're raising a kid, there's not a right way to do it. If you're developing new products, there's not a right way to do it. There's just ways to go about it, and you do a way that you think is right and feels right to you, and typically it works out. Best advice I ever give people is to seriously just Google and do your own critical thinking, look at your own options, and you make the decision based off of your life and all the nuances involved in your life. Yeah, it's all about these weird nuances. Just Googling things, and then from there you start getting asked more specific questions and realizing more specific things you have to figure out, and you just go with them as they pop up, you know? Actually, you probably have no clue what I'm talking about. I'm so bad at these speeches, I swear. All right, I'm gonna go eat now. I will see you on my ride home tomorrow.